Hello and welcome. Look, we've all been there, right? Staring at a failed Windows Update message, just feeling that frustration build. Well, today, we're going to cut right through all that confusion. I'm going to give you a straightforward guide that will fix almost any Windows Update error you could possibly run into. You see that "we couldn't finish installing updates" message? Or some totally random error code, and it just feels like you've hit a wall. But what if I told you there's a kind of universal fix? A method that works for pretty much all of these issues? Well, there is. So let's get started. So here's the core idea, and it's actually really simple. Instead of trying to be some kind of super sleuth and figuring out the exact cause for your specific error code, we're just going to perform a clean reset of the entire Windows Update system. This basically forces Windows to start over completely fresh, bypassing whatever was causing the problem in the first place. Okay, before we roll up our sleeves and get into the more technical stuff, we need to check one very simple thing that you'd be surprised is often the real reason your updates are failing. Yup, it's disk space. It's that simple. Windows needs room to download and unpack all these big update files. So here's what I need you to do right now. Open up your File Explorer, take a look at your C drive, and make sure you have at least 5 gigabytes of free space. If you don't, that's your first job. Go clear some room. All right, if you've got the disk space, let's move on to the main event. This next part is what I like to call the 80% solution, because honestly, this is going to solve the problem for the vast majority of you watching right now. Okay, so the goal is to delete the old and probably corrupted update files that Windows has downloaded. But you can't just delete them while Windows has them in a chokehold. It's kind of like trying to change a tire while the car is still driving down the road. It's not going to work. So our first move is to stop the key services that have those files locked. So you're going to need to open the Services window. It's easy. Just press the Windows key, type services.msc, and hit Enter. Once that's open, you're looking for 3 specific services. Just scroll down and find them one by one. Background Intelligence Transfer Service, Cryptographic Services, and of course Windows Update. For each of those, just right-click on it and select Stop. Now listen up, because here's a huge pro tip. Sometimes, especially that Cryptographic Services one, it has a mind of its own and will just restart itself. So if you get an error message in the next step saying a folder can't be deleted, come right back here to this Services window. I guarantee you that service is probably running again. Just stop it one more time. Okay, with the services stopped, you're clear to get rid of those old update files. Think of these folders as just temporary download caches for Windows Update. Deleting them is completely safe, don't worry. Windows will just recreate them from scratch the next time it checks for updates. So first, go to C/Windows and just delete that software distribution folder. Then head over to C/Windows System32 and delete the catroot2 folder. Now, if that reset we just did doesn't solve the problem, it probably means the issue is a little deeper. We might be dealing with corrupted core system files. But hey, don't worry, Windows has some really powerful built-in tools for exactly this scenario, and we're going to use them right now. We're going to bring out the big guns, 2 command line tools called DISM and SFC. Now, in simple terms, think of it like this. DISM repairs the master blueprint of Windows on your PC, and then SFC uses that perfect repaired blueprint to go around and fix any individual corrupt files it finds. First things first, you've got to open Command Prompt as an administrator. It's really important. Click your Start button, type CMD, then right-click on Commands prompt, and make sure you choose Run as Administrator. Then you're just going to type or paste in this exact command. After you've got it in there, press Enter. Now be patient. This one can take a little while to run, so maybe go grab a coffee. Once that DISM command is all finished, you'll run the second command right in that same window. That's SFC, a space, a /, and then Scan Now. Hit Enter. This will scan all your protected system files and swap out any corrupted ones with fresh copies. When it's done, you've basically given your Windows system a full checkup. Okay, so what if even that doesn't work? For the most stubborn problems, we have a secret weapon, Safe Mode. If those commands fail, or the update problem is still there, reboot your computer into Safe Mode and try this whole process again. Safe Mode runs Windows with just the bare essentials, which means other programs can't get in the way of our repairs. And that's pretty much it. All the repair work is done. Whether you stopped after just deleting the folders, or you went all the way through the system file repairs, there's just one last crucial thing left to do to apply all these fixes. So let's do a quick recap. Here's your checklist. First, make sure you have over 5 gigs of free disk space. Then, stop those 3 key update services. After that, delete the software distribution and catroot2 folders. If you're still stuck, run the DISM and SFC commands. And the final, most important step of all, restart your computer. That's what lets Windows put everything back together properly. So, this is it, the moment of truth. Once your computer has restarted, go back into your settings and just check for updates again. With a totally clean slate and freshly repaired system files, you should be able to download and install those updates without a single error. So what are you waiting for? Go give it a shot.